Hello Young Justice fans, Dark Superboy here again with another video on our beloved superhero series, Young Justice. Today we're going to be covering the new synopsises that have come out for episodes 1, 2 and 3 of Young Justice Outsiders and some of the images shown. I'm not going to go through all the images because I think some can just be afforded to be missed, and I'll be highlighting the ones I think are important. I would also stress potential spoiler here, so if you don't want to know what I think is going to be happening in the episodes, really best to avoid this in video entirely, just as a fair warning. So let's begin. Episode 1, Prince is All. Okay, now the synopsis is: after the Justice League faces a horrifying incident on the planet Rann, Dick Grayson gathers an elite squad of heroes to shut down a metahuman trafficking syndicate in Markovia. I think this is just going to be a simple reintroduction of the series, getting all the team back together before they go on the mission. But obviously the important thing is they've returned to Rann, which leads me up to the first image of the collection that we have. That is going to be Alana has returned with Adam Strange, and I believe this identifies those two people I discussed in the background of my video regarding the Young Justice Ultimate Battle Arena, because I couldn't identify those two people behind Dick Grayson, so I think they are now Alana and Doctor Strange. Technically Doctor Strange, Dr. Adam Strange. So that gets the first image out of the way. Second one is one I'm a bit confused about, because we've either got a redesign of Killer Frost, which is a bit strange unless they've kind of she's been rehumanized a bit by experiments, or this is Ice from the duo of Fire and Ice. Granted, the Young comic series in DC has made Killer Frost a good guy, and they've covered this in the Flash television series as well, so I'm a bit at odds of which to decide whether that is Ice or Killer Frost. If it's Killer Frost, then I don't like the fact they've completely redesigned her, and if it's Ice, then I look forward to seeing Fire and Ice in the future. Next is going to be the images of a Parademon apparently about to be in combat with Wonder Woman. Now, if you can obviously tell, those massive DC fans will know that this is the exact same design from the Justice League animated movie, Justice League War, and I like the fact finally, after the DC animated films just keep on taking the designs from Young Justice, they are actually giving it back. I like that give and take situation, but it also raises a potential Easter egg of this is going to be designed for Wonder Woman in her upcoming animated movie, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, which is obviously in the shared DC animated movie universe. So is this a design potentially for her in the future? But speaking of designs, we've also got some new designs for heroes we haven't yet seen in the Young Justice universe, and a redesign for one we have. The redesign is, I believe, on far left here, of Plastic Man, because it's got the same colour coordination, or this could be Plastic Man's son, as seen in the Injustice comic line. Probably could be, but I don't know where he would have been during seasons 1 and 2 if it is, because he would have been at that age to possibly have joined the team. So most likely a redesign of Plastic Man. Katana looking nice in her new design. Not quite a fan of the fact they keep pushing Katana on everything, because she's been in the Suicide Squad, the movies, animated series, extended. They seem to be just trying to push her to sell her idea. I think when you try that too much, it just doesn't work. Barry Allen's Flash has returned. We've got Cyborg introduced. Now, this is the first design we've seen for Cyborg in this series. I'm liking it. It's not too robotic, yet it's not too human, which obviously is what a cyborg is. I'm liking that very much. And we have the design for Batwoman. Now this is an exact copy of the design they're using for the DC animated movie universe. Again, give and take there. So plus I love that design in the film, so I'm a fan of that. Oh no, there's two more images I'd like to cover, and that is the one of Dick Grayson standing out in the open in his civvies, which I'm assuming is going to be the part where he's trying to recruit Artemis to join the team. And I think this would coincide in when Artemis is getting woken up by Bruce Lee. She gets up, comes downstairs, Dick's at the door trying to recruit her. Obviously he succeeds because in a couple of images, well, we know she comes back. And finally we see the group shot of all the younger teams still in the team. However, this means we've got skipping the introduction into the team of 13, Arrowhead and Spoiler, which I think is just really sad and silly because obviously you're missing out on the introduction of 3 great heroes. And that's all the images I would really like to cover in episode 1. We go on to episode 2, Royal We. Now obviously this is the team's trip into Markovia and their actions there. The synopsis is Dick Grayson, Artemis Crook, Connor Kent and Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning, go undercover in Markovia to stop the Bedlam Syndicate metahuman trafficking cartel before it claims another victim. Images have really been kind of obvious because we've already seen the new designs of the stealth team, but I would like to again reiterate the stupidity of this new design of we'll cover the lower face in this one, previously covering the upper face in all the other seasons, and relying on the villains not to put the two together at the same time. I've got to question the logic behind having a stealth team, yet having their fingerprints available to access from anybody who knows anything about crime scene analysis, because again, you just got to scan her fingerprints and then you know who she is. Not very stealthy and doesn't help the design whatsoever. At the same time, oh, I hate this design. Really, not really anything new images in that. I mean, you've got, I don't know why Black Lightning's there, but he's with the team. We've got an image of him down and out. I will be coming up to this point in the episode 3 descriptions, so bear with me regarding his actions. And then Superboy getting attacked by some sort of lava monster. Whether or not that is Markovian Prince taking him out, or whether or not it's a metahuman underneath the control of the Bedlam Syndicate taking him out as well. Which is, I believe, because if we go into episode 3, titled Imminent Threat, the synopsis is Connor Kent and Prince Brion Markov in the clutches of Count Vertigo, leaving Dick Grayson, Artemis Crook and an emotionally damaged Jefferson Pierce to save them and put an end to the Bedlam's syndicate. So I'm guessing at the end of episode 2 they've captured Connor and Brion, which leads into episode 3, and we've got obviously Connor and Brion trying to break out. We've got some sort of interview going on with Garfield, I'm guessing to try and introduce the world to the idea of metahumans becoming more and more part of the population. And I love the fact they've got the Warner Brothers sign. Kind of slapstick at the bottom there, obviously. Goody World Studios. I love that little Easter egg. They've got the Warner Brothers Studios hidden in there. So yeah, you've got Halo in a few of the images. This lava creature is back. Now I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is Brion being. Oh no, I think there are 2 distinct lava creatures here. There's obviously this one which looks a lot more like the images we've seen of him lavering up. So I'm thinking this first monster is him, and this other monster is probably his older brother, because, as we know, Terra Markov, Brion Markov have Earth-based meta-human powers, and obviously the older brother had a slight chance of doing that. So maybe he turns into this lava monster when his metagenes were activated, and he's trying to help the Syndicate take over, which is why I think the ruling king and queen of Markovia have been killed off, so the older brother can take charge and take out his competition, namely his sister, who has been kidnapped, and his younger brother, who has obviously just been abducted by the Bedlam Syndicate as well. But I'm ranting there now, and this Black Lightning's being emotionally damaged. Now, there have been other mentions of him being slightly upset and unstable from his introductory cards, which I will show up there, showing that he's lost someone he's obviously loved. Now, this could be his wife. I hope not. It's not either Thunder or Lightning, which are his kids. But it would make sense if metahumans are being abducted, that Thunder and Lightning, being metahumans themselves, one of them could have been abducted, which obviously leaves Black Lightning very upset. So that really sums up all the images I think are of importance in the gallery, but if you want to check them out, I have put the link in below. That's been my brief breakdown of the images that I think have been important to you. I've been Dark Soup Boy. You've been watching a video on Young Justice. Please like, comment and subscribe. And as always, let hope burn bright. Goodbye.